Back out here at Jake's Furnishings, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Just had Coach Alexander, also Max Cook, Will Podbelsek, and Joey Olden were here checking out the furniture.
Yeah, they were all chillaxing.
Right. And so we've got a little bit of Super Bowl. Of course, the Super Bowl's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Jake, and we'll get your thoughts on the who's going to win and all that kind of thing. But we've got some prizes here. I want to have a little contest today. Everybody can give us a call, 737-3791. You've got to tell me the winner and also the score, and it's also the closest combined score. You know, me and you pick Baltimore, and you've got a combined score of 37, and I've got 42, and it hits 42, I win.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And you can go over. You can go over. You can go over. And we've got a free stay at the Hampton Inn. We've got a pizza from Stuffed-A-Ria.
All right.
So you can get your room, call for delivery, not have to leave. I believe
tip well.
Right. Yeah, well, that's your discretion. So, but yeah, you've got it all set up. So we've got it here, Hampton Inn, and also a Stuffed-A-Ria pizza for the closest. If you win the Super Bowl contest, 737-3791. Give us a ring and let us know who you're going to take and what the score will be. Got to be the closest. I don't care if you go over, just the closest. So, Jake, Super Bowl, the Harbaugh Bowl, of course, has been on TV all over the place. You can't really turn on the TV without seeing a Harbaugh face somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a nice storyline. Two good football teams. That game is going to start around 5:30 our time, 6:30 Eastern. But who you like and who you think's going to take home the trophy?
You know what? I'm going to go with the 49ers. We were talking about it. I think
you can't win.
I think it'll be really.
Yeah. I'll write it down, but you can't win.
Come on.
No.
I'm going 49ers, and I'd say a +7.
Right now, the 49ers are 4.5-point favorites, I believe, from what you said earlier.
I'll go 36 points.
36 total points. Wow. A little under. Not a lot of points there scored by
two of the best defenses in the league.
You're right. You're right.
They're supposed to be. I mean, you know, you look at the games that have been played here in the playoffs and been pretty high scoring. So,
yeah. Well, I'm going to take the Ravens, mainly because there's two things. Ray Lewis uses deer antler.
Okay.
That's potion
not
or
confirmed.
whatever you call it. And I also think
he eats the deer antler like jerky.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I didn't.
He might.
You may.
But I think they're riding just ride him out on that carriage. You know, he's done it. He's been doing it for, 18 years now. And did you know, and this has probably been all over the TV, but his first sack he sacked for the first time the 49ers coach, Harbaugh.
Yes.
That was his first sack. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's neat not for Harbaugh, but
no.
It would be neat as the coach that you're playing against.
For a future Hall of Fame linebacker that may be one of the better in history. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that you're playing against, and now you have a chance to beat. But I'm going to ride that, and I think they just take Ray Lewis out. The Ravens win. I think 24-21. So I've got 45, and I've got the Ravens.
All right. I don't know. I'm not. Not a big fan of the Ravens. Ray Lewis, like I said, he is a pretty awesome talent. He actually did a sports science thing where he tackled a door.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
Really?
YouTube it if you get a chance. I mean, it really is. He literally blew a door into oblivion. They were comparing, the segment was comparing the force that a linebacker can generate compared to a battling ram that like a SWAT team uses.
Wow.
And he did like 5 times as much damage
than a battery.
Wouldn't
you want to get tackled by that guy? I mean, no wonder the NFL, well, it's going to be before long you can't touch the quarterback. They're going to have a flag. You just take the flag out when you sack them.
Something.
But, yeah, who would want to get hit like that?
I tell you, I mean, you see this guy hit the door, and you're thinking to yourself, man, this is going to probably hurt this guy. I mean, he destroyed the door. I mean, the door was in fragments. It was one of the most impressive things I've seen. And I'm like, okay, pretty cool little segment.
Right.
It was sports science. I think ESPN does it now, but it's definitely worth going on YouTube and checking it out. But going back to the game, I like the 49ers. I think their defense creates a lot of matchup issues. They're very physical up front, very quick, and they tackle extremely well. A running game is very difficult to get going against them.
Yeah.
And I think Joe Flacco, if he does not have that play action ability, I think he's very suspect. I think he's very, very well, he can be exposed.
Middle of the pack.
Yeah, very Jay Cutler-esque.
Right. Well, and I will say that, but the Giant or the 49ers do give up the long ball, and lately that's what has been going for the Ravens. It has been the long ball, the deep ball, and that's what obviously beat the Broncos and all that kind of stuff. Jake, we got a phone caller. We got somebody that's going to give us a score and a winner. Caller, go ahead. You're in the cheap seats out at Jake's Furnishings.
I'll take the Ravens 42.
Ravens, and you think a combined score of 42, which you're real close to mine. And who is this?
You got it?
Who? Yeah, who is this?
Hello.
Who is this? Yeah, you there? Are you there?
Okay. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Who is this?
Betty Verderber, Grandma V.
Hi, Grandma V. Okay, I got you down for the Ravens and 42 points. You watching the game tomorrow night?
42.
42. Sounds good. We'll mark you down. All right, thanks, Grandma V. We'll talk to you later. And as Grandma V calls in with a score of Ravens, so she likes the underdog, and 42. So give us a call, Super Bowl winner, and also the combined score, 737-3791. You got to call here before we're done, which is about 15 minutes, or Grandma V is taking it by herself. So that's an easy win.
You still got your email out there?
Yeah, I do.
I think that's how we did it last year.
cheapseats11@hotmail.com. You can send it in, cheapseats11@hotmail.com. You got to do it before the kickoff, and I'll check it obviously after the kickoff. But again, cheapseats11@hotmail.com if you don't want to hear your name over the air. So give us a call, 737-3791.
You do remember that you were the one that picked the 49ers to win at the beginning of the year.
I didn't until you brought it to my attention this morning.
I just want to throw it out there.
Only if I would have called to Vegas would I have cared.
Yes.
Really.
Yeah, well, I'm just throwing it out there.
Just give me 10,000 on the if they win the Super Bowl. If I had that to play like you do.
Let's see. You
So cheap seats 11 at Hotmail. What else is going on today, Jake?
Oh man, you got tomorrow. We got the Illini playing.
Are they still playing?
Wisconsin. Yeah.
You know what?
You kind of tuned it out until the
a wise man brought this to my attention a couple of days ago. That being my father. Maybe it wasn't Coach Weber. Maybe it just these guys just. We got to this point last night, and maybe they throw it in.
No, actually, I think what it is the Big Ten's just that talented.
And obviously, we're playing better competition,
yeah,
but we're not
playing.
playing.
The best. It's the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put the Big Ten up against ACC, and it's a blowout.
Right. Jake, hold that thought real quick. We got a caller. Caller, go ahead. Who are you going to take?
San Francisco 54.
San Fran
Attaboy.
And 54. And who is this?
Darren Whitaker.
Who's that?
Darren.
Okay,
Whitaker.
Darren. Okay, got it, Darren. All right, San Fran and 54 for a chance to win a overnight stay at the Hampton and also a pizza. So once you check in, you never have to leave.
Great.
Sounds good. I got you down. Good luck.
Right.
Calls are coming in hot and heavy now. 737-3791. Everybody wants that Hampton Inn stay. Or you can also do it at cheapseats11@hotmail.com.
Also knows the mother-in-law suite.
Back to the Illini. You're right. The competition has grown, but not where you lose at home against Northwestern. Absolutely a bad effort.
Bad effort. I'll agree
and I
with
didn't
that.
think I would see a bad effort out of a team, because Coach Gross does give you a bad effort. That guy runs about 5 miles up and down the sideline every game.
Yes.
So I did not think it'd be a bad effort, especially at home with the crowd that we have, with the home court advantage that we have. But we did, and they have to right this ship quickly. Some are saying maybe not even a chance to get in the tournament.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I know they've got some big wins, some big wins on the road, but
they've got some big wins.
You're going to be under 500 in the Big Ten, and I understand it's the best conference in football, but basketball. But you're going to have an under 500 record in the conference.
Well, I mean, they obviously do need a couple more wins, but if they get into the tournament, maybe extremely dangerous. And you're looking at like a 10 to 12 seed. You put them in that position, I like their chances.
Well, yeah, they're definitely that good at times, but they have zero inside post presence. That's something that the scouting, the coaches have to get on the recruiting trail for. Hey, Jake,
well, I think they have that coming, actually.
Oh, yeah, they do, and we'll talk about that too. Hold that thought, Jake. Caller, go ahead. Who are you going to take?
I'm taking the 49ers.
Okay, 49ers. And what's the combined score?
49.
49 for the 49ers. And who is this?
This is Jeff Gatros.
What was that? Jeff?
Jeff,
okay. Gotcha, Jeff. And that's for a chance to win Hampton Inn. And we will let you know next week on the Cheap Seats show who wins and where you can pick up if you are the lucky winner.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
You.
Yeah, thanks. We're working Jim like crazy over there. He's switching headphones and turning phones off and everything over there. So we got the calls coming in, 737-3791. We've got a couple for the 49ers. We got Grandma V with the Ravens. You got to give us a call and let us know who you think's going to win, and also the combined score. But back to the Illini, you said that Maverick Morgan is coming in next year, a big man, 6'11", I believe, out of Ohio, who Coach Gross locked up early on in this recruiting year, which is going to be nice. We definitely need this. Of course, the two kids from Simeon are coming, and then also the talented guard from Belleville East, Malcolm Hill, who's been blowing up the scoreboard.
Oh, my goodness.
He had 36 the other night. I haven't seen anything under 25 in the last month out of him. So scoring, attacking the basket is exactly what we need. We just got to we got to right this ship right now, Jake, and you're talking about it tomorrow at 2:30.
Yeah.
Wisconsin comes to town, and that's a big game.
That is a must-win.
We talk about Coach Alexander having a must-win last Saturday.
Yeah.
This is a much must-win.
Yeah.
For Coach Gross.
Yeah. If they lose out on this, you're right. They're probably on the outside looking in. They cannot lose at home against Wisconsin.
We had that game against Michigan State the other night.
Yep.
Thursday night, I believe it was. Michigan State was not playing good. We were going to the basket. We were making our shots, and we're up 10, I think, at half or something. I'm feeling really, really good about this, and all of a sudden, it just was
wheels fell off.
Downhill.
Yeah.
And Michigan State, you knew was going to turn up the pressure a little bit, but I thought with our senior guards, we would be okay with it, but they just beat us up inside, and that's been the MO for the Illini this year, is just getting beat up inside bad.
They are gaining a little bit of size, I think, for next year, but this year they've got to find a way, however they got to do it, to make the tournament, because let's face it, the tournament is a guard-driven tournament.
Yeah.
If you can make it in there, you can make it interesting, because guards are a lot harder to prepare for than a post game. Now, if you could throw a combination at a team, it's a big deal. But I think what happened to Tyler Griffin?
He hasn't made a shot since
Maui Invitational, I think.
December.
Oh my goodness, what happened?
I don't know. I'm
literally, he was making some huge shots down the stretch there.
And not even just huge, just your normal three that you're supposed to make. You're being a Division I athlete. You're deemed a shooter.
Yeah.
You've got to make the open shots, and he is way off. His defense is atrocious. I mean, people go by him like crazy. I'm not sure if it were me. I understand he's a senior, but this is college basketball. I don't care if you're a senior or you're a freshman. Whoever's better or whoever's going to improve the program in the next couple of years, you got to try something different, because he's doing zero.
And I think that's kind of what Gross is doing. He's kind of going You know,
he's got to do something.
Turn the corner on him, and DJ Richardson has been getting a few more minutes these last few games.
Well,
and I think it's starting to it's paying off a little bit. He has improved because he was playing the same way for a while.
This team has got athletes. It's got quickness. I would love to see 40 minutes of HE double hockey sticks like the old Nolan Richardson used to do at Arkansas. Just press, run, and run more. And that's the way we're built with this team this year. We have no inside presence at all. If you give up a layup, you get it out, and you go just as quickly as they scored. You
and
come
Tracy
down
Abrams
and
is perfect for that.
Yeah, we got the people that are perfect for it. But you just got to do it, and without a pros presence, we're not going to be slowed by anybody. Our big men are not that big, and they run pretty well. So let's do something different. Let's put on a press that, hey, DJ, you get tired, come out for a couple minutes. We'll bring in another guy. Come back in a couple minutes after you get your break. We got to do something different to speed up the game a little bit. I was really anxious for Coach Gross's style, and I thought that we would just run and let those guys play. And I don't see that as much as what it was early on in the year. We're not running as much. We're not getting those easy baskets. It's become more of the slow down stuff, and that's not this team at all.
I agree, absolutely.
So we'll see tomorrow at 2:30. So you got the full slate there. The Illini basketball game at 2:30, and then basically you got an hour in between.
Yeah, right.
The game's going to get over roughly at 4:30, 4:45, and then 5:30.
The pregame's going to be on.
Pregame starts at noon. Started last Sunday with all those guys that are over there, and there's tons of stuff going on.
Did you watch the Pro Bowl?
No,
unwatchable for me.
I don't watch that stuff. I rarely watch the All-Star game. In baseball, I don't watch the NBA All-Star game.
Okay. No, I don't.
And I don't watch the Pro Bowl at all. I'm not. I want to see competitiveness, and I don't see that most of the time. Baseball's a little bit different now because they have a little bit of something to pay for, but I don't even know if that's all what it's cracked up to be. Because if you know you're not going to make the playoffs, and you're on the All-Star team, do you really care?
Yeah.
So a lot of points scored.
Absolutely, they care.
Really? They care if they get back into the dugout and sit down so they can have a break.
And they got their bonus from making the ball.
Yeah, you're right. That's about it. Jake, we got another caller. I think Jim's going like a madman. We're not having any more contests. He said Jim did. Caller, go ahead. You're in the cheap seats.
Hey, I wanted to throw something out there about the Illini.
Yeah, go ahead, Joel.
Well, the reason I agree with you, it'd be nice if they can run. But you can't run with a bunch of guys that don't understand the game.
Yeah, and turnovers also.
Well, in your quote-unquote point guard, Tracy Abrams, can he just graduate now?
Yeah, I know.
He's awful.
Yeah, and the problem is they talk about this point guard coming in for next year, but Abrams is not big enough to play a 2, and he doesn't shoot the ball well enough. So what's he going to do next year? I don't...
Back up.
Yeah.
Well, there's been a trend going back about 4 or 5 years. And I'm not going to blame Weber, but the kids they brought in, most of them don't understand the game of basketball.
Yeah.
And the one thing they don't do that I think is the most important thing in basketball, they don't value the ball at all.
Yeah.
They don't care. I mean, Tracy Abrams just hands the ball off 3 or 4 times to the other team.
Yeah, we had silly turnovers against Michigan State last Thursday night. And I see where you turn the ball over and you can't run as much, but right now they're not doing anything. So I'm begging for a change of some sort, but I don't know if it's going to happen this year. I just don't.
Well, and another thing, if you're going to run, you got to be able to rebound.
Yeah,
they don't rebound.
Right, we can't.
And your best athlete is Langford, and he won't even put him on the floor.
I know.
I mean, if I was drowning without rebounds, would I put Tyler Griffey in, who's got about a 4-inch vertical, or would you bring in? I don't care if he's a freshman. If he can jump 40 inches in the air and he's 6'7", if he'll rebound, then maybe you can run as long as you don't throw it to Abrams as your outlet.
Well, that's what I'm anxious to see more of him, and I'm anxious to see more of Shaw. He doesn't score that much, but he plays hard.
I think he is a scorer, though, which is
odd. I think he would be, but he's not gotten the opportunity to do much of that at all because he continues to put Griffey out there. And last night on Thursday, I had to shut it off after Griffey came in the last time in the second half. I couldn't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, when he came in, I turned to my son and I said, "Watch how long it takes before he gets screwed over on a rebound."
Yeah.
The first shot, they missed it. Payne pushed him out of the way, grabbed the ball, and laid it in.
Yeah,
He didn't try.
It happens all the time. And you watch him. He didn't come over on help side one time and let a guy I mean, literally go right by him and didn't just kind of slapped his little hand at him and to see that was going to do something. So, yeah,
he plays defense and rebounds like me.
I think you even got him, Joel. I think you got him. I think you got him on that one.
I could take him. I don't think many of them have much heart either. I don't see a lot of them.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Was it really Weber's fault? I mean,
he didn't help. These are Weber's guys too.
I think Weber got caught up in the public pressure of who he had to recruit, and he had to get this and he had to get that.
Yeah.
And I think you can't blame Gross because he's stuck with a bunch of people that don't understand the game, and the fact that Abrams is going to be there for 2 more years makes me really nervous.
Yeah, I like the guys we've got coming in. I like Gross.
I was going to say this next year will be Gross's first class.
Yeah.
And he's got some good guys coming in, but he's going to have to get the most out of Bertrand and get Langford, and if Shaw stays around, Shaw. But
I'm not.
This year, I don't know, man. I don't trust.
I know I'm kind of talking here, but the class he's got coming in
might move right ahead of him.
They might be right ahead of him.
Well,
you might be seeing some more depth on the bench.
You lose your top 2 scorers, seniors.
Not top. Yeah, you lose.
Well,
Griffey, Paul, and Richardson.
Yeah, but Griffey's.
To be honest with you, Richardson's the only one that I would care about. I mean, I don't. McLaurin.
Yeah.
I mean, once in a while he's okay, but
think if he didn't decided not to come to Illinois because he'd already graduated. He's just going there for his grad school. What about if we did not have him?
Well, I would say put Langford in there and give him those minutes, and I bet you get more production.
Yeah, you could be right. Hey, Joel, we got to wrap it up for us. But, hey, give me a pick, too, on the Super Bowl. Who do you want? Who's going to win and the score? Total score.
Well, I'll take 49ers and 46.
49ers and 46. Sounds good, man. We'll let you know if you win, but thanks for giving us the call.
All right, man.
See you back. Jake, that's going to do it already. 10 o'clock here
that's it.
At the furniture store.
Yeah, I got lots to do today, man.
You already got the driveway cleaned off. You're done.
Oh, I wish.
You could go home.
Phone it in. Just phone it in. Let the wife work it.
There you go. Hey, I did my job. I was here at 7 o'clock.
That's exactly right.
Jake, thanks again for having us out, and we had a good one.
Yeah,
and
next week I think we're at the Christian Village.
Yeah, Christian Village next week. Also, if anybody wants to get in on contest, you can still do it at cheapseats11.com. cheapseats11 at hotmail.com. You probably need that part of it. But, cheapseats11 at hotmail. I need who you're going to take for the winner and also the combined score. We've got several on, actually the majority on San Fran now and just one on the Ravens with Grandma V. But I'm with you, Grandma. I think the Ravens are going to win also. So we're stuck. Jake's like the 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to do it.
That's it.
We'll see you next week. Have a good, safe travel Super Bowl. Have fun, eat a lot, and be careful when you're out driving around. That's from Jake's Furnishings. We're going to see you next week.
Good day.